The tide has rolled into Norfolk, and the benefits have quickly been realized. Daily ridership is 50% ahead of projection during the initial year of operation.
Virginia Beach is a premier destination for locals and tourists alike. It is one of the many gems that makes the Hampton Roads area such an attractive place to visit and live. However, getting here or getting around once here is increasingly difficult.
As far as getting to Virginia Beach is concerned, one of the biggest aspects is a parking situation. And then getting from where you park down to the beach itself. I think a lot more folks will go down to the beach and enjoy the beach if they don't have to deal with those issues. And along the way, you have the new town center, a very big and important development for the city of Virginia Beach, and it's going to, I think, benefit from having folks that will come from Norfolk that otherwise may not.
The 1.5 million residents of the Hampton Roads area spend roughly 26 million hours a year stuck in traffic. Traffic delays are a daily occurrence and not just in rush hour. The introduction of the light rail in Norfolk has proven to be an effective first step, but it's just the beginning. It's time to extend to town center and to the oceanfront.
Always lived in Virginia Beach, always worked in Norfolk or Portsmouth, and always hated the traffic. When I first got here, I lived less than 10 miles from the base, and it could take over an hour to get to work. And then they built that 264 flyover, and it got better for a little bit. You know, building more roads and taking us to more traffic just isn't the answer we need. Since the light rail's been here, I've taken it downtown and done more in downtown Norfolk, and I just wish I could take it in the other direction.
Well, I think the light rail here in Norfolk is a great addition to the region. I used to not come to downtown Norfolk that often. I lived in Virginia Beach. If I did anything, it was in the city of Virginia Beach, near my home. Now my wife and I are so, I guess, enthralled with the tide that many times on the weekends we'll drive to the Newtown station, get on the train, ride the train downtown, and visit one of the fine restaurants in downtown Norfolk.
Studies show that economic development around light rail stations will happen. Light rail will not only be a boost for tourism, but a boom for the local economy.
I think that overall the light rail has been a different addition to the area than I expected. It brings in a lot of new excitement to the city in itself. It's definitely been a great benefit for my business. On average, the traffic for our business has increased by no less than 25% on any given day. Most days at least by 50%.
Light rail costs are economical compared to building new highways. In fact, about half the cost. New urban highways cost as much as $100 million per mile. The Norfolk Light Rail line costs about $45 million per mile, and extending into Virginia Beach is projected at $50 million per mile.
There's been some folks of concern that equate paying the purchase cost for something like this, the operating cost. They don't want it just to be the burden of the tax base. Sometimes we overlook the fact of the stimulus that something like the light rail could bring. It's not just a one-for-one cost for paying for it out of tax dollars. It's the business income and revenue that's going to be generated. If you look at the successful transportation systems, you'll find the stimulus is what it's all about.
A groundswell of support has emerged for the tide's extension into Virginia Beach, from community leaders and business owners to everyday citizens. After almost 20 years of talking about it, it's time to take action.
Light Rail Now is an organization, a nonprofit grassroots organization that's trying to create advocacy and support for light rail as part of the transportation solutions for Hampton Roads. We believe that light rail offers an opportunity for businesses and residents to be able to get around in the region much easier than always having to rely on cars. And so we would encourage you to think about that when the time comes for you to get out and vote.
The first step has now been taken. Let's finish the job and send light rail to the oceanfront.